happy you're here. This is fantastic. I love this little judgment we've got going on. This is perfect, especially for a Monday. I feel like we all need this. This is good. We all need to judge a little on Monday. So, speaking of the Bay Area, our first writer, our featured reader, is actually from the area. So this is good. It's transitioned perfectly into it. SF born and raised, Branden Balenzuela writes about the world as he sees it. Poetry, once only a hobby, has become the backbone of his being in the physical and metaphysical context. Writing is Branden's way of talking to the world, and there are many more conversations to be had. Whether it's about music, love, violence, politics, art, the inevitable, and the unlimited, his pen is always ready to listen. His work has appeared and been published in the spring 2014 editions of 2 SFSU journals, and he has received the Piri Thomas Poetry Prize in the spring of 2014. Please help welcome him.
What's up, people? What's up, people? So, I'm going to read you guys some poems. These first 3 are from my book in progress. Who likes oldies music?
Yeah.
Alright, who is familiar with Me and Mrs. Jones?
Yeah.
Who knows Sway? Dean Martin's been done by plenty of people. And who knows Black Magic Woman?
Yeah.
Alright, so those are the first 3. And with this poem, or with this book, I should say, it's called An Ode to Oldies. And what I'm doing is I'm taking these songs and I'm writing what they do to me, how they make me feel, bringing the messages to today's world, etc., etc. So, without any further ado, this is Me and Mrs. Jones. I'm not going to sing it, I'm sorry. See, me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. Behind dressing room doors, I see your curves carving crescents through my eyes. I see you, and my mind perceives your smile. Receives your growling eyes clawing at my collar. Your pen got too principled, and you forget I'm in charge. You work for me, but I'm employed by you. Enjoyed by her home and my shelter, my baby. Mrs. Jones, she's not my baby. This next one, Sway. Who knows Rosemary Clooney?
Oh yeah.
So this is her version of Sway, and this is my version of that. So Sway. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 body, 2 souls. Singing through saxophone bowls, a seducing sound. Thunderous trumpets crash like bongos. Our bodies bang. The bed creaks in a metronome melody that dazes. Her eyes roll back in amazement. Silk skin friction my fingers. Sliding down her thigh. Grasp her waist, waste no time making music. Dancing in a dark ballroom, our souls aren't shy. They sway through our bodies. I love this one. This one's fairly new. Santana has just been added into my thing, my book. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier. I always forget that he's oldest. Maybe because he's just his own genre. Santana, Black Magic Woman. Who so gracefully haunts me, glaring through mint-laced eyes at all hours of life? She, of stone dome, thick rock, frigid radiation, aura of ice shoulders, mine, not in contact. She, gypsy queen of dreams, singing to the wind, whispering, spells swelling my throat in sleep, clipping my tongue, rattling my bones with her ritual. She, curses the springs in my mattress, beating my back, conga chants cracking my spine into a slanted alignment. She, nurtures her sinister seeds in the earth, her anatomy of spirit in the trees. I ignite her herb. Black smoke fills my lungs. She controls my eye. Replaying memories of madness, strings me in melody, tickling with tortured fingertips her marionette, longing for her silhouette. Her cauldron hidden in the abyss of the dark side of the moon, calling to the animal in me. She, my keeper. Who's ever been to therapy? Alright, I do some like unofficial therapy on myself. So these next 3 pieces are, yeah, unofficial. These next three pieces are from my newest project, I guess you can call it, where I've hyphenated the word. So it's the Wrappy. And these are my Wrappy poems. Because I'm an MC as well. So rhyme is embedded in my fibers, whatever. So I asked myself a question. And I answered in rhyme. And so I got 3 of these for you. And then a couple other pieces. Yes. Okay, so this first question, this was therapy session number 7. What is human interaction? The place inside where space resides, your heart's wormhole artery, invisible archery. Cupid snipes with a life scope straight at the heart in me, portal open. Left hoping my eyes can see straight. Gotta run, cause I'm a little late. My soul had to find a date. So 4 years after 88, the kid was spawned and life moved on. Now I'm far gone from being a pawn, king me. As I meet my fellow gods, we're all pieces in a puzzle box trying to beat the odds, so respond to life's call. Listen to it all. Let our feet fall in place. We're all headed to the top. Pack a bowl to get us there, chiefing in the air, life without a care. But we all got empires to feed, without greed, so we smoke a bee with no seeds, not counting those in our hearts. The piece of space connected in the star's thoughts. Outer area between, just a link of the minds. We learn to love and live with life. Brighter than supernovas, we always sorta knew each other, a hood of brothers. Our community's unity, it makes us hover. We meet through soles of feet, greet with mounds to leap. Communication ain't cheap, it's richer than our planet. Shake a fucking hand and understand it.
Damn.
This next one was it was written in a very paranoid place. I asked myself, who's watching? You can imagine how paranoid I was. So this was therapy session number 13. Who's watching? Peace to whoever is. See, peace rules all over this, but peace has 5 letters and 3 sounds, so tip the count. Crown me infinity, but 5 and 3 require B. Factor inequality and balance we. Dragon spine mountains, we climb canyons when minds meet. But who's watching? Peace has a silent swing, swift in the summer spring when the fog rolls in and washes the rocks. Cliffs fall off. Cause balance baps and booms with beautiful broom gusts. Busting like tubas, she moves us with sound. White noise cuts revolution, it is never televised. Live is jumbled inside, feel the ill vibes I kick and get with. Swift like peace, we move and mean to see the sea from Saturn's rings, the things we'd achieve. But who's got the corner off his view? Cut quickly with bullshit we bought like food. We feed our souls with plague and death. How many real humans are left? But who's watching? Martians, cops and government stalking, spirits walking, waiting to be reborn. The eyes of the deceivers and liars, truth tellers and buyers, depth dwellers and the fortunate empires, emperors and deities, mythological and proved. Just remember, the most important thing watching is you. This next one. I asked myself what I'm waiting for. Because I feel like we're all waiting. But we're all constantly moving. We're all trying to get where we want ourselves to be. But I mean, be honest, who slips up and who just gets stuck? Alright, so half you people are lying to me. Okay. This is for everyone who's ever just felt stuck, or yeah, who's ever felt stuck. So what are you waiting for? I really don't know now. Cash cow checking me out. Should probably move out, isolate the heart, kill the art in a good way. What's holding me back? I wish I could say. Maybe it's memories played in melodies stuck on her. Wonder if she remembers me, not too sure. So I check. Self-control's got a blade to the neck. I see words of cures she chants through technology, and honestly, probably not about me. So I'm waiting on a call or a text I'll never get. Waiting for love puts pain up in my chest. Mary puffs it out. Still killing time. Dimes walk by but don't catch my eye. I'm in mourning. From early AM till night, it gets boring. So I take this pen and let my words start pouring. Like porridge, it's way too hot. Waiting for a nice spot. The universe will guide me away from all the dumb bops. Hard knock life still knocking on the door, but there's no line. No stress. I know I got a guide in the quest. What am I waiting for? Like the kid from The Incredibles. Something amazing, I guess. Who likes hip hop?
Oh, yeah.
Who makes noise for hip hop?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love it, right? So these next two pieces are for hip hop. This first one, it's all about the creation of it. Because if you really love hip hop, you know where it came from. You know how it was built. And this is for hip hop. This is working with the scraps. Without instruments, recording studios, microphones, or power, music was born in the street lights in the form of breakbeat rhythms, looped and repeating spinning vinyl, scratched, rewound, and blasted through speakers. Without galleries, canvases, acrylics, or colors, art was born on buildings and trains, spray cans like venom corroding concrete walls, letting our words be seen, unearthing our art, and like the colors of the wind, were gone before the silence. Without dance halls, instructors, mirrors, or audiences, break beats fueled b-boys and b-girls swirling, popping, locking, and roboting on cardboard boxes in alleys with roaches and fiends. Peace brought through battles on streets. Without a podium or poetic license, broken language became spells, incantations with persuasion and rhyme, poetry barred in time, clap, rapping ancestral lines, clap, handling wars with words, clap, or revolution will be heard, break. Y'all can see it. I like my face. I don't have to stole this off the wall. I'm keeping this. So this next piece, I have to step away from the podium. This is my manifesto, and when I wrote this, I really kind of found myself because I've always been balancing with the barrier between hip hop and poetry until I realized they're one and the fucking same. It took me forever. This next piece is old. Some of you may have heard it, but I don't give a fuck. I love it. And this is hip hop and poetry, so enjoy it. See, I'm the product of hip hop and poetry, bars like lines, and my mind controls the beat, my tongue controls the tempo. Paper and a pen, that's my tempo. Silence of the room, my instrumental. And I'm mental calling myself a rapper, I'm an MC. Or what I'd rather call the last of a poet's dying breed, try and see. All the things I think of in my mind, you could paint a picture every second for the rest of the time. Divine images, not limited to your eyes, but seen through the third one, trapped within your mind, revolutionize and let your thoughts be free. Imagine all the shit that my words could allow you to see, and if a picture's worth 1,000 words, try and do the math. I got enough words until the infinite tomorrow's past. Last note before I turn off my gas. I'm the product of all the living legends that's here to last, like Ice-T's anger and Percy Shelley's love, Tupac's faith and Mr. Poe's black dove. Most Steps philosophy saw Williams' astrology. We're all stars, not cutouts from society. You eyeing the soul in me, you know that's Neruda. With a get-back Atlanta attitude like Luda, I'm a West Coast shooter with an SF beat, and you know I bring the romance like Blake or Keats. So, don't need a beat, I bring that heat. My music is my instrument, I call it poetry. I add a bit of jazz and blues, toss a bunch of soul, mix it with the hip-hop, and finally it's whole. See, I stole your attention with the words and the flow. See, some call me Be the Child. So now that you know me, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show, B. 'Cause I'm the perfect product of hip-hop and poetry.